Friday Night Funkin' has been around for 1.5 years, and a lot of mods for the game has been released in that time. Some popular ones are the Tricky mod, Plants vs Rappers, and of course all the Sonic mods, but there's so fucking many I can't name them all. But recently, one special mod has been released that took the Friday Night Funkin' community by storm. I'm of course speaking about the Indie-Cross mod. The mod started as a streamer build, but was later released to the public anyways. At the current state, the mod only had 3 songs, Snake Eyes, Sensational and Last Reel, but older than it showed off cool new mechanics and great songs. Around a week ago though, it was released as version 1 and has a lot of content, which I will be speaking about now. Friday Night Funkin' Indie-Cross got a lot of new content for the game. 3 story weeks with multiple songs each, adding up to a total of 11 story mode songs, which also has cutscenes in between. Also, there are some different routes depending on how you play the weeks. There's also 7 bonus songs including extra characters from the games and the 3 Nightmare songs with a lot of difficulty. At last, there's achievements to gather, so Indie-Cross has a lot of content, at least for being a Friday Night Funkin' mod. This mod looks amazing. The menus are clean and makes it easy to navigate, while still being original and different looking from the normal Friday Night Funkin' menu. I also love the extra pictures for each week and just all around the art in the menus. The in-game animations are also very well done and clean, especially Boyfriend's head bops. This mod also has cutscenes in between each song for each week, and they are so well done. Really makes you feel at home in the respective universe. The Cuphead cutscenes play out in the fields of Inkwell Isle, Sands in the underground, and Bend in the horror-like halls of the animation studio. It really sets the charm for each week and the mod as a whole. There is also voice acting, and it's very well done too.
Those who mess with the ink demon shall pay.
Who's all out tonight? Now go!
No, but for real, the songs are really this mod's strongest side. Most of them are straight up bangers. My favorites are Knockout, Nightmare Run and Technicolor Tussle. Each week has its own style. Cuphead has more older sort of music, Sans goes for the Undertale vibe music of course, while Bendy has more rock style music that really goes hard. I would personally say that Cuphead Week is my favorite, a lot thanks to Knockout, but the other 2 are also amazing. As I said before, there's also extra songs that includes other characters from the games, thus include Satanic Funkin', where you face off against the devil, Bad to the Bone, where you meet Papyrus alone, and then Boondoggle, where you meet both Sans and Papyrus, Ritual, where you meet Samuel Lawrence. Lastly, we have Funky Machine, which is my favorite extra song, since it's a mix between the game's 2 bendy songs, Build Up Our Machine and Gospel of Dismay, which I honestly just love that they added. Alright, there's 2 extra secret songs. Ghost, which is a nice reference to the Untitled Goose Game, and Sanes. We don't talk about that song. Except about the part that it's a nice reference to Senor Pelo and his creations. He's the guy who made the vocals for Skid and Pump in the vanilla game.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, to be honest, this mod has a lot of difficulty, which is both good and bad. The songs aren't that hard while just counting the normal notes. Main what makes it difficult are all the mechanics. The mechanics that are in this game are dodging, which all 3 weeks uses. Pretty simple. You have to dodge some attacks from your opponents. Another mechanic that's used in all 3 weeks is the attack mechanic, but it's differently used in each week. In Cuphead's week, you attack to stop Cuphead from dealing damage to you. In week 2, you don't need to attack Sans, but by doing so you unlock the Genocide route and the harder song. You also regain health from attacking. In week 3, you attack the Butcher Gang to kill them and give you time to rest as they try to attack you and make you need to dodge in the middle of playing. However, there are some extra mechanics for each week other than this. In week 1, you can only attack Cuphead if you have hit a parry note beforehand. In week 2, there are these bone notes. The orange ones you need to press and the blue ones you need to ignore. There's also a part in Burning in Hell which makes you dodge Sans attacks similarly to how it is in Undertale. Week 3 introduces the ink notes. There are two variants. The normal ink notes, which cover a small part of your screen in ink. These stack if you press them repeatedly and also disappear after a while of not pressing them. Then there's the shadow notes. Those are just insta-kill notes. The extra songs also have some special mechanics. Satanic Funkin' has fire notes, which damage you if you press them, and there's also these small demon imps you need to evade. Boondoggle has arrows for both Sans and Papyrus, which makes it look like there's 3 players, and lastly, Ritual has one part in the end where you need to dodge quickly. It sucks the first time you play it. There is a disable mechanics option in the settings, however, which lets you play all the songs normally. All songs except the Nightmare songs. These are just true challengers for people who are really good at rhythm games. I could barely reach halfway in these songs, they are really difficult. Enough talking about the difficulty. Now let's move over to another thing that makes this mod amazing. The references to each game. Each week has a lot of details to reference the original game's styles. In the Caput week, you can hear the sound from you when you enter a level, while starting a song. Also, one of the start quotes that's said in the beginning of the Caput boss battle will also play.
Here's a real high-class bout. And begin!
Also, when you die, you become a ghost and a quote comes up, similar to what happens when you die in Cuphead. In the Sans week, the intro cutscene references Undertale's intro style, with it being all pixelated and the same text format. One of the first things that happens in Whoopie is that Sans launches an all-out attack phase with notes referencing a line that says, "I've always wondered why people never use their strongest attack first." Another reference is that there are 2 endings for week 2. One if you don't attack Sans, where you get the pacifist ending, which is actually very wholesome, and then there's Genocide, where you get a harder song and a bad ending if you count it as that. The Bend week doesn't have that many references from what I've seen, except some song names and of course the characters like the Butcher Gang. But I did notice in the end of last cutscene you can hear a jingle from the Bendy game, which I really think fits. Alright, there's also a reference to Stickman, a character from another Friday Night Funkin' mod in the background of Last Reel. That's pretty neat. In summary, I would have to say that the Friday Night Funkin' Indie mod is one of, if not the best Friday Night Funkin' mod out there at this time. It's just so well done, with the animations, music and references, just everything in it is amazing. If you haven't already, I'd recommend that you go play it. I will link it in the description below. Lastly, I just want to give all the creators a huge thanks for creating this masterpiece, and I really hope to release more weeks since there's a lot of other indie games out there. Thanks for watching this video, hope y'all have had a good day, continue to have it, and bye dudes!